What if I told you that a man once lost 27 years of his life behind prison walls, yet walked out without hatred, without revenge, and changed the destiny of an entire nation? What if I told you that your current pain, your struggles, your waiting, your loneliness, are not the end of your story? This is not fiction. This is history. This is the story of Nelson Mandela, the man who proved that greatness is not built in comfort, but in suffering, patience, and unbreakable faith. Sit back. Listen carefully, because this story may change how you see your own life. Nelson Mandela was born in 1918 in a small village in South Africa called Mvezo. He was born black. And in those days, being born black meant being born into limitation. South Africa was ruled by apartheid, a cruel system where skin color decided your destiny, where you could live, where you could study, what job you could have, even whether you were treated as human. Black people were told every day, "You are less." But Mandela's father gave him something powerful: self-respect. Even as a child, Mandela learned that dignity matters, even when the world tries to strip it away. Mandela studied law, not because it was easy, but because he wanted to fight injustice with intelligence. Every day, he saw his people beaten, humiliated, silenced. And slowly, a fire grew inside him. He joined the African National Congress (ANC) and began speaking out against apartheid. But here's the truth most people forget: Mandela was not born fearless. He was afraid. He doubted himself. He worried about consequences. Yet he acted despite fear. He was afraid. He doubted himself. He worried about consequences. Yet he acted despite fear. In 1962, Mandela was arrested. The government wanted to make an example out of him. At his trial, Mandela said words that still echo through history. "I have fought against white domination, and I have fought against black domination. I cherish the ideal of a democratic and free society. It is an ideal for which I am prepared to die." Those words sent him to prison for life. He was sent to Robben Island, a cold, brutal prison. Tiny cell, hard floor, thin blanket, forced labor under the burning sun. For 27 years. Let that sink in. 7 birthdays. 27 years without freedom. 27 years without seeing his children grow. Most people quit after 27 days of struggle. Mandela endured 27 years. Here is where Mandela became legendary. Prison tried to break his spirit. They insulted him. They reduced his food. They denied him letters. They tried to turn him bitter. But Mandela made a decision. "They may control my body, but my mind belongs to me." Instead of hating, he learned. Instead of giving up, he grew. He studied. He listened. He understood even his enemies. Because Mandela realized something powerful. Hatred is another prison. Forgiveness is freedom. In 1990, after 27 long years, the prison gates opened. The world watched. A man walked out who should have been angry, but he wasn't. He raised his fist, not in revenge, but in victory of the human spirit. And something incredible happened. Instead of calling for violence, Mandela called for peace. Instead of destroying his enemies, he invited them to build a new nation together. True power is not crushing others. True power is rising above pain. In 1994, Nelson Mandela became the first black president of South Africa. A former prisoner became a president. A man once labeled a terrorist became a global symbol of peace. He proved something the world will never forget. Your past does not define you. Your persistence does. If you are struggling today financially, emotionally, mentally, if life feels unfair, if people doubt you, if you feel stuck, remember Mandela. He waited 27 years, suffered in silence, refused to believe beyond circumstances. And when the time came, history made room for him. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Your time is coming. Stay ready.